Okay, I think we're recording. Unfortunately, in today's video, there's not going to be any chair gag because, well, I don't know if you noticed, but I'm not in my studio. But hopefully the topic of today's video will make up for that just a little bit. What's up, goons? DenDenBMX here, and this is easily the earliest I've ever filmed a Balisong video. You see, right now I'm kind of, refilming this entire video. Yeah, since I got this new DJI Pocket 3, I kind of wanted to rip off Will Hirsch flips and blade bias and film a POV video with my new DJI Pocket 3. But once I was editing the video, I realized that like all of the POV stuff I filmed was out of focus, so I might try again here a little later, but for now we're going to stick with the old reliable third person. But as you can see, I'm flipping Mr. Zyzix right here, and I absolutely love this Balisong still. So as is tradition with my recent Balisong videos, I have to mention Blade Show, because if it were not for Blade Show, I would have probably never gotten this Balisong that we're going to talk about today. Now, it's not exactly a huge mystery. I mean, if you guys can read, you'll know at least what brand this Balisong is from. Now let's flip the BB Superfly for a second before we flip the Balisong that this video is actually about. So at Blade Show, there was a particular Bally at one of the Bally booths that I couldn't stop flipping. I went back to this booth probably like 7 times to keep flipping this Balisong. And right next to that Balisong was a very, very popular, very well-known Balisong that many flippers have considered to be one of, if not the best Balisong flipper on the market right now. And I flipped them both back and forth for a little bit, and I quickly discovered that I preferred this other Balisong over the more popular one. Whew. Yeah, that felt good. But I also got to flip a litany of other Balisongs at Blade Show. I pretty much got to flip everything I've ever wanted to try out. There were so many Balisongs that I got to flip, and a lot of them flipped really well. But the one Balisong that I kept thinking about way after Blade Show was the one at that booth that I kept going back to try. For some reason, I just could not get that Balisong out of my head. I wanted to watch some videos and like some reviews of this Balisong, but I came to find out that there wasn't a whole lot of content available on this particular Balisong. Neither on YouTube or on Instagram, surprisingly. I think the Buffness Flips and 1 or 2 other guys had made videos about this Balisong, but I couldn't stop thinking about it and how it flipped and how much I liked it. So I bought one. But before I reveal what Balisong that is, real quick, I just want to say thank you guys for all the recent love and support you've shown me on all my videos. It truly gets my heart bricked up. As always, if you guys go on to enjoy today's video, definitely let me know. Help out the engagement on this video. Help me compete with all the bigger Balisong channels out there by leaving a like, leave a comment, give me your thoughts and opinions, share the video around. And if you regularly watch my videos and you haven't already subscribed, then I'm going to do to you what the Supreme Court is currently doing to this country. We are getting scarily close to 20,000 subs, and any help towards that is greatly appreciated, but I'm done being a tool. So as you can see based on the title of this video, I finally got myself a Machinewise product. You guys have been yelling at me for quite some time to review some Machinewise stuff here on the channel, and I never really got the chance to flip anything Machinewise until I went to Blade Show, where I got to flip like literally everything Dalen's ever made, and yeah, the hype's real. But there was one Balisong that he makes that stood out to me more than any of the other ones. Now, if you guys are putting 2 and 2 together, you may have realized that the real popular Balisong that I was talking about was the Machinewise Serif. And if you were at Blade Show and you knew which Balisong was right next to the Serif at the Machinewise booth, you're going to know what Balisong is in this really cool 3D printed case. Now, I could do what I've always done and just open up this case so you guys can see what's inside of it. But I think in today's video, I'm going to reveal what this Balisong is through the B-roll. But before we get into that, I just want you guys to double check, make sure you left a like on this video, make sure you're going to leave a comment, share the video around, make sure you're subscribed. God, it's just such a nice day out, isn't it? That is a really cool case, I gotta say. Alright, I'm done cucking you guys. I know only Sneeko likes that. Let's check out what this brand new Machinewise Balisong actually is. That is right, ladies and genitals. I have gotten myself a Machinewise Opus. And whoo! I love this thing, dudes. This thing is so much fun. But yeah, out of all the Balisongs that I got to flip at Blade Show, once I was home, thinking about Blade... I did that without looking. That felt cool. But out of all the stuff that I flipped at Blade Show, once I came home, this was the Balisong that I could not stop thinking about. And I was lucky enough to find a used one going for a really, really good price in just the perfect anodized light blue. But yeah, even though they're now discontinued, at the Machinewise booth, there was a Serif and an Opus. Ooh. And I just could not stop flipping the Opus. Yeah, while Will was filming his Machinewise video for Blade Show, I was like just off camera flipping the Opus. Now, the reason I got this one at such a low price is because it's not exactly in perfect condition. As you can see by the B-roll, it looks pretty good. But there is one part of the blade that is a little burred and chewed up. It's like right around here. So unfortunately, the blade is not in perfect condition. And right now, I'm not too sure what I want to do about that. Like, honestly, I might just like leave it all burred and chewed up and have it be like a Kenpachi version of an Opus or something like that. Or I just may knock it off and like just turn it into like a false live blade or something. I don't really know yet. There we go. That felt pretty decent. One day I'll have good looking scissors, but that day is not today. Let's see what else we got here. There's a fly buzzing right in my ear. Ooh, I mean, I caught it with my thumb. Wasn't really what I was going for, but I didn't drop it, so that's something. Ah. Whew. Yeah. I love the way this thing flips, man. Now, like I said a second ago when I was teasing what this Balisong was, I preferred the way this thing flipped over the Serif. Yeah, with the Opus and the Serif, there wasn't a gigantic difference in how they flipped, really. It just kind of felt like the Opus had its handle weight be centered more towards the back of the handles, and for whatever reason, I just kind of preferred that a little bit over the weight distribution that the Serif had. But I still really liked both of them. I mean, I wouldn't mind having a Serif one day, don't get me wrong. But yeah, I just ended up preferring this one a little bit over the Serif. So, but like, what can you do? You know, your preference is your preference. I think I have officially worn my welcome here at this flipping spot. We may try the POV angle one more time. I'll have to see what I'm feeling. But yeah, you guys will find out here in a second. All right, let's give the POV video one more try. See if we can do this without the entire thing being out of focus. Get a couple more clips with this pussy. And the tolerances on this Balisong are fucked. Like, people are not kidding when they talk about the tolerances on Machinewise Balisongs. Let's do a little sound test of this guy real quick. Whew. Yeah, this thing is so nutty. Oh, one more little sound test. Yeah, this thing sounds pretty freaking dialed, my dudes. But yeah, I ended up buying this Balisong from a lovely fellow named Balisam Song on Instagram. And yeah, he told me he had this Opus for a really, really long time, and the tolerances on this thing are still just absolutely perfect. I can't imagine what it was like straight out of the box, because right now, it doesn't really move at all. There's absolutely no tap. And then there's very, very little play. It just kind of wiggles in my fingers. It doesn't even look like it moves. So yeah, no one's really kidding when they're hyping up the Machinewise tolerances. They're pretty fucked. I really hope this little nick doesn't get me demonetized. Oh, man. Everything just feels so nice on this Balisong. So, oh God. Whew. Jeez, finally. Took long enough. That wasn't a hard line at all, and that took me like 4 hours to get. That was kind of sad. Yeah, my flipping definitely needs some work. Oh my God, I almost sliced my nipple off. Ah, close enough, I suppose. Whew. Sketchy as fuck. No clean flipping clips on this channel, unfortunately, friends. Just sketch. Oh, man. If I would have been able to do that. Into the little scissor thing. That would have been sick. Yeah, I'm hoping this part will actually be in focus this time. I filmed the first video and the majority of it was a POV video. And I got it all edited up last night, blasted out of my mind, and I looked at it this morning, and all the POV footage was super out of focus. So, that's tight. I was hoping my flipping would be a little bit better today. Doesn't really appear to be the case. Whew, that was sketch. As per usual. But I mean, it feels good. Everything I do on this Balisong, it feels great. It just doesn't look great because I'm the one doing it. It seems a little disingenuous to say that this is like my new all-time favorite Balisong flipper ever because I like just got it. I'm still in the honeymoon phase with this Balisong. Still need some time with it to really solidify that. I'd say I wouldn't be able to make that opinion until I've had this thing for at least 6 months, and even then it's probably still a little bit of a stretch to say that it's my favorite ever. But I will say it's right up there with the Bandage Knife Stitch, my V1 Rep, my Zyzix, my custom right rep, and that one's not really my favorite anymore. I actually might sell that one. Actually, I know I'm going to sell that one. If you guys want my custom white rep, hit me up. I'll sell it to you. Let's do choker fan. Let's do choker fan into scissor. That feels pretty good. Can we do it to double scissor is the question, though. Oh my god! Whatever, that was ugly as shit. But regardless of my sketchy flipping, this Opus is just so much fun, man. Like, this is one of the funnest Balisongs that I have flipped so far. And it just feels so refreshing and so different. Just because of, like, how long it is and just, like, it's got a weird little weight distribution to it. It's also my first Chanwich style Balisong, which is really cool. I really like that. I think that's part of what gives this Balisong such a crazy sound is the Chanwich design. Yeah, this thing is quite a bit of fun. I cannot lie to you, my friends. I am having an absolute blast flipping this Balisong. I have no buyer's remorse when it comes to purchasing this thing whatsoever. I highly recommend everyone try an Opus if they have not already, and maybe get yourself one too. They are discontinued. That's one thing that maybe might be a little bit of a bummer to Dalen, is he might have been hoping I was getting one of the new Tottoris or Sasoris, or the new titanium Sasori that they just revealed. And I did try those at Blade Show, and they were really, really nice, but I don't know. The Opus just stood out to me above everything else. Not just Machinewise stuff, everything that I tried at Blade Show. The Opus just stood out above everything else. Whew, there we go. If this Balisong has taught me anything, it's that I should have gotten myself a Machinewise product a long, long time ago. Huge GG to Dalen and everyone else over at Machinewise. You guys are killing it. Sorry it took so long for me to get some of you guys' products here on the channel, but I'm like the #1 Opus fanboy now, so yeah, huge shout out to Machinewise. Go check out their new line of Balisongs that they just released. I would expect at least one more video with this Balisong. One of the things I thought was really interesting about the Opus was, again, there's not a whole lot of content about the Opus on YouTube or on Instagram either. So I definitely want to give this Balisong the spotlight for a little bit, let it be the center of attention for a couple videos, because it really doesn't have that many videos on it, on YouTube especially, and I think that's just criminal, man. This thing is awesome. It deserves to have more content about it. People deserve to know how awesome this Balisong is. I feel like it kind of just sits in the Serif's shadow, and yeah, the Serif is an amazing Balisong, but I think this thing is just as amazing as the Serif. But yeah, that's going to wrap up today's video. Thank you guys for checking it out once again, as always, especially if you made it this far. Real quick, I want to give a big shout out to all my channel members. Yeah, here's all their names right here. I'm not going to list them off one by one because I'm not going to remember. I'm sorry, guys. It's going to be the one video where I'm not going to list all your names off one by one. I do apologize. I have the memory of a dead squirrel. But these are all my channel members. Their support really does mean a lot. If you guys want to join these guys, get a shout out in my longer videos, get access to the occasional members only video, and just help support this channel out in a bigger way, then you can go down there, click the join button. Tiers start as low as 3 schmeckles. And if you don't want to join a membership, but you still want to help support the channel in that way, just as like a one-time thing, there is also the super thanks button down there. It's like a little tip jar. But regardless if you choose to do any of that stuff or not, thank you all so much for watching, especially if you made it this far. I really hope you enjoyed. Once again, if you did, let me know. Help out the engagement on this Ow, fuck. Help out the engagement on this video. Help me compete with all the bigger Balisong channels out there by leaving a like, leave a comment, give me your thoughts and opinions, share the video around, make sure you're subscribed if you haven't already, and yeah, I think I'm done being a tool. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching. The Opus is awesome. I'll see you guys next time.